Hi, I'm Jessica B.Phillips, and I'm the Executive Director and CEO of Historic Richmond Town. This is my first video for Historic Richmond Town's Arts and Culture in Quarantine series. I have promised to the Director of External Affairs that I would do a little video about some books from my home collection, because I'm home, that are relevant to our mission and just like history books in general. So I got my undergraduate degree from Marist College in Poughkeepsie, New York. Go Red Foxes. And then I got a master's degree in history from the State University of Albany. And go Greyhounds? No. Nah, I'm not a sports person. Sorry about that. It's not a Greyhound at all. It's definitely a Great Dane. It's a Great Dane. Okay, go Great Danes. Fingers crossed, that's right. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about some books from my personal library that I've really loved. And I hope that maybe if you haven't read them, you may read them. So, okay, the first book I'm going to talk about, and I know you can't read this title because it's backwards, but I can't figure out how to turn the screen around. It's Revolution Song. It's a book by Russell Shorto. So this book is about the American Revolution, and it looks at the revolution. That is, if you can hear that, that's my son coughing because I'm home, and it's late at night. So it looks at the Revolutionary War from the perspective of very different people. So one is the young daughter of a British officer. One is a leader in the Iroquois Nation. One is an enslaved man. One is George Washington. So it really has a broad swath of perspective, and it's all fact-based and well researched. It reads like just reads like a movie. It's so enjoyable. So I recommend this, Revolution Song by Russell Shorto. And humble brag, mine is signed. Okay. By the author. Like, I didn't sign that. That was Russell Shorto. I met him. I got to sit next to him and eat dinner next to him. We're best friends. I'm going to text him after this. Okay, so my next book is The Spoils of War, and I always get his name wrong, Bruce Bueno de Mesquita and Alistair Smith. So this book is a little controversial, and it's been referred to as provocative. If you are the kind of person who would say, I can talk smack about my mom, but no one else can, and you kind of think that George Washington is in the same level as your mom, don't read this book. Because the authors look at different American presidents throughout the presidency and look at them as seeking personal gain from times of war, like George Washington. You're like, what? How could he be selfish? That's my neighbors, if you can hear that, because this is New York City. And they're apparently wearing cement boots. So, I mean, really? Anyway, okay, so this book is provocative. It also looks at people like Roosevelt and LBJ. So it's not just about George Washington, but my favorite chapter is about George Washington. So The Spoils of War. And again, whatever. Just regular old me with my book signed. Okay, the last book I'm going to talk about is it's not a history book. It's my favorite genre of literature. It's historical fiction. So some people watch The Jersey Shore. I mean, I watch that too. But and some people watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta or Drag Race. I watch all of those things. But if I want a book to just kind of like take me away and like brain candy, I'll read historical fiction. And this is one of my favorite historical fiction books. It's called Pope Joan. It's by Donna Woolfolk Cross. Sorry, Donna. It's a fiction book. It's about a young girl who ends up becoming the Pope. And the narrative is beautifully written, and it blends some real history facts in with it a lot. It's just like you get done reading and you're like, wait, did that really happen? And that's my favorite kind of historical fiction. And a real fact is that there are rumors that one of the popes was actually a woman, and the papacy invented. I'm not even sure if you can call it an invention, because they just like cut a hole in the seat of a chair, and they'd make you sit there without your briefs on. And if nothing dangled, the job was not for you, ma'am. So again, Pope Joan, great historical fiction book. So that's it for me tonight. I hope that this was mildly entertaining, because it's hard right now, and we want the community to be able to access Historic Richmond Town's mission. So stay tuned for more content. All right, Jessica Baldwin Phillips signing off.